Tonight, snow is slowly moving out, but several northeast Ohio communities will be digging out for quite a while.
We're looking at a live picture at 77 North in Independence right now. We are still under a weather impact alert tonight, but if you've been out there, you know how messy it has been. 24 hours with lots of school closures, and things are calming down. Look at that beautiful sky there in downtown. But those cold temperatures, they like us, Russ. They're sticking around.
They certainly do, but look at that. Blue skies out there. Beautiful. Haven't seen that in quite a bit. Once again, thanks for joining us. We kick off with team weather coverage tonight.
From the west to the east, we have crews in the field. We want to begin, though, with Betsy Kling, because Betsy has been watching this all day as well. Going to tell us what to expect, Bets.
Yeah, it was a very changeable conditions as you went from one place to another earlier today. The biggest change was a lot of snow and not so much snow. Thankfully, the snow is winding down. This will give crews a chance to get all of it scraped off, and that will hopefully set us up for a pretty easy commute for tomorrow morning. But for the rest of this evening, the snow is continuing to wind down, and our temperatures are staying cold. At the same time the snow is winding down, the wind is still blustery, so we still have blowing snow overnight. Temperatures are going to actually start to rise as we head toward daybreak, and that is all ahead of much colder air that is going to come as we head into next week. Lake snow warning continues through 7 o'clock as this snow is just about gone, so this actually might get canceled a little early. Winter weather advisory for Trumbull County through 7. There's the radar picture, and it's just a few little bursts of snow that are left. You can see how all that snow is just petered out completely, and so now we are dealing with very pleasant conditions, believe it or not, with the clearing skies that we saw over downtown Cleveland. Even out east in some of the areas where we had over a foot of snow, we are finally starting to see that snow tapering off. And of course, out along I-90 where we've had some issues with some traffic. But all in all, things are looking better. Visibility is one way that we can track where the heaviest snow is, and we have seen the visibilities come up all across northern Ohio. Earlier, we had less than half mile visibility from time to time. But as mentioned, the gusty winds continue for us, and that's going to keep this light, fluffy snow blowing around. So just be careful, because it does get a little tricky on the roads. The road speeds have been coming up. That's some good news. We've been watching I-90 in Lake County specifically because there was an accident there. They have since opened that up, and downtown Cleveland, you can see we don't have any problems. Look at that picture. Isn't that just gorgeous? Got to tell you, it's going to be a nice night for us. Now, we do have a couple systems out to the west that are still coming in. That's going to bring us some more snow showers tomorrow. And then we have a big punch of cold air that's coming in by Monday. But there's your temperatures through the overnight, steady, even rising a couple clicks as we head to tomorrow. I'm going to take you through your day tomorrow, the weekend, and we're going to talk the coldest air of the season so far in the forecast coming up.
Oh, joy. All right, Betsy. Thank you. We'll check back in just a bit.
She was talking about conditions today. Let's look at them now. The Turnpike specifically. Natalie Clydesdale's been on the road all day long. She's live in Amherst right now. Last time I saw you, Natalie, you were standing in some beautiful sunshine. Talk to us about how that has changed, even with the temperature. How are the roads right now?
Well, Christy, it's definitely got a lot colder since the last time I talked to you, and Turnpike officials tell me it's been a busy and intense stretch for crews. But right now, as you can see behind me here, the roads are mostly clear and traffic is moving nice and smooth. Now, crews tell me that earlier the biggest challenges were the low visibility at times and the duration of this storm. Crews have been out around the clock working 12-hour shifts, maintaining more than 240 miles of roadway. The Ohio State Highway Patrol reports that since 8 o'clock last night, troopers from the Swanton, Milan, and Hiram Post on the Turnpike have been called to 18 crashes and had to help out 52 motorists. This afternoon, I spoke with drivers about what they've experienced on the roads.
Typical winter Ohio white knuckle driving.
Well, we're from Pennsylvania, so it's more snowy up here by the lake. Yeah, they're covered, but the plows are out there doing their job. So there's a plow every couple miles, but there's a moving lane and then there's a slow lane.
Now, just a heads up, Turnpike officials say the eastbound entry ramp at Toll Plaza 118, which connects to U.S. Route 250 in Erie County, will be closed from midnight until 4 a.m. tomorrow. That closure will allow crews to safely remove a commercial tractor trailer from the roadside. And we're told that crews will continue to be out tonight through the evening, working to keep the roads safe. Now let's send it over to Kristen Morand, who's keeping an eye on things in Brecksville for us. Hey, Kristen.
Yes, hey Natalie. So we've actually spent our day on the east side of Cleveland and down here to Brecksville, where we saw a consistent snowfall. It's starting to taper off and it is bitter cold all day long. But the one thing we saw is that as a lot of people spent their day inside, we saw quite the opposite for some others. While snow fell across northeast Ohio, some people saw this as the perfect time to check something off their to-do list. What are you doing out here today in the cold?
I had to go have my oil changed because the light was on. And I said, oh God, if I don't get out of here soon, you know something's going to happen. Decided to take a chance to go out there. And luckily the place was empty. Everybody had chickened out.
And for Pamela, braving today's snow was nothing new.
This is a piece of cake.
With errands out of the way, others decided a snow day was meant for the slopes. At Boston Mills, fresh snow brought families and friends out in full force.
Learning new tricks on the rails up there.
It's been good. We've made new friends and we got to meet people.
And for kids who woke up to a surprise day off, the decision was easy. What was your reaction when you found out you got a snow day?
I screamed and ran downstairs.
And then was your next thought, let's go skiing?
Yeah.
You loving it?
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Jake Campbell, general manager of Northeast Ohio Ski Resort, says days like this are exactly what their team works toward.
Oh, this is the days we aim for all winter long. The snow's flying, snow guns are on, and there's smiles across the board. This is the best snow day location anywhere around.
And with MLK weekend ahead, the snow couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, it's the perfect storm. Like I always say, snow in your backyard gets everybody thinking about snow and skiing and tubing and being on the snow here. So it's going to set us up for a great weekend ahead.
And so I think that was the theme for the day, Christy, is really just making the most out of what's being handed to you. So I think that's one thing that we can all take a lesson out of ourselves, is just learning to just roll with it and just have fun with it.
And you've done a great job out there, so thank you very much for keeping us informed. And yeah, it is nice to see somebody doing something fun with it as well. Thank you so much, Kristen.